Welcome to the Stumblebums Podcast. I am one of your hosts, the mother heckin' Twisted G. And on my left over here, this direction, is the man himself, Smitty Smith Zilla.
What's up, y'all? Lazy beam noise, lazy beam noise.
Wah,
Pew
bah,
pew
bah, bah,
pew.
bah, bah!
You're
Oh,
gonna get kicked out.
well, there went the damn feathers. They're already flopped. There's no hiding it now. This is a
It's not a
broken
good hat
helmet.
for you.
I'm a I'm
It's
a
not a
I'm
good
a
hat.
good Roman. I fought very hard and my helmet broke.
That's not a good hat for you.
It is. It's a great hat. It's shiny, plastic, used to hold beer. It's my bloodline, basically.
Yeah, I got the names on the cards.
You
That's
just
it though.
fucking fell off.
You like my sloppy ass Jolly Rogers too?
That's not really sloppy, considering if you ever saw
No,
my
yes.
drawing. You understand? I'm also looking through
They're they're
colored lenses.
they're all fucked up too. Like I just did a quick trace. So I'm like, they just have to be legible, not perfect.
Legible. Oh man.
You want to see the board? It's tiny as fuck.
I will say,
Oh.
I was starting the podcast, and we're only a minute 45 in, and I have not dropped the F bomb, but you have like 4 times already.
Well, I had the day off today, so I've been drinking and smoking.
It's all right. We don't need to have the first one monetized. Screw it. This I'm gonna post this one first, though. We're going for it.
The board. It's so tiny.
Go ahead and explain it to the audience. What exactly you're talking about, though? I mean, we can't just leave this in the quiet. We're gonna bring this on the podcast. Come on.
It's just a prototype I'm working on. It's a gladiator versus gladiator type setup theme. That's better. You get these movement cards that tells you the direction of your movement and how many pieces you can move and spaces.
He's put some thought into it, y'all. I've actually played some of these
And
games with him. He's not bad at
you get
making them.
these action tiles that let you steal from your opponent's hand and do some other stuff with your opponent's hand and manipulate your hand some more. That's pretty much it. Simple, straightforward.
But
Three
fun.
gladiators each.
But always fun. He's made a couple of games. He had this one prototype. I don't want to go too much into it. With like some toads and stuff, and it was. I was actually pretty hooked. I really was. That was. I was pretty hooked on that one. I think it was toads, right? Toads and frogs or something like that.
Yeah, it's sumo toads versus combat frogs. That one is.
The title itself, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, greatness in the making.
Yeah. I gotta think of a name for this game. Yeah, that game that you're
Gladiator.
talking about, the Toad and Frog game, that one was really simple and everybody really liked that one and got it right away. And then I made my magnum opus game, which was all for one, and people liked it, but it was a little bit of a learning curve for the people
Even
that
for
I
me, I remember that one was a bitch.
it's not that big of a bitch.
It is for me. I'm a
And it's
simple-minded
also
man.
the couple of gameplays I did with it, I realized I wanted to change some stuff. So it's technically not done at all. And now this one just is about out of its components phase and we'll be getting into the gameplay phase.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I just gotta finish these last details on the gladiator cards. Their attack and description. And that's it. Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire.
So I figured I would start off the podcast with the first question I had written down, which I don't know if I asked this to you yet, but it kind of sparked in my mind the other day because it's kind of one of those things that's like really hard to think of with like just a singular thing or even like 5 things. But it was like what were some of the favorite things that you did growing up and like who with specifically? Like a certain friend group or like a cousin or
I was always in bands, so Anytime I was in a band that was actually doing something more than just playing in the garage was always fun. Um, so for that next step would be like going on weekend tours or just playing shows on weekdays, just trying to be out as much as possible. But the main misconception about being in a band and doing this is that there's a lot more downtime that there is stage time. So you got a lot of waiting around. So
That
that's where
is
you
definitely
gotta
number
have to,
one, I'd feel like.
yeah. So that's where you gotta have to have some bandmates on the same wavelength as you. So like one of my funnest thing to do once we get to a venue and loading in and we don't got that long to wait around and there's a gravel parking lot, we're gonna start throwing rocks at each other. Rock fight. I love rock fights.
That's actually no, that's awesome. We used to hold like what was it called? Walnut wars all the time growing up. Like we just walk past a walnut tree and it'd be fucking game on.
Yeah,
And there's
pretty
actually like a
much.
certain tree and at my friend's grandma's house that we would all like start one at and it was on her property, but one time like this the little cousin of my buddy ran out and he wanted to join us and he got beamed by one. And so like she was like, "No more." And we realized that the school had a walnut tree. And so round two began.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same shit right there. Exploring places we're not supposed to go, like this stupid little shit like that, and then always with bandmates because me and my brother never got along. I really didn't have cousins because I had nieces and nephews because I was the last one out of 19 kids.
Oh
So
my god, that is insane. I always forget
yeah,
that. You
the
are one of 19, where I'm one
yeah,
of
so
four from my mother, one from my dad.
yeah. Um, one band. Speaking of gladiators, we did do a gladiator type thing. We got a whole bunch of like styrofoam and foam and other like cardboard and building materials, and we made armor and weapons out of that.
That's
And
actually dope.
and uh, the guitarist at the time, he had a big old dog cage where he used to keep 3 dogs, but he got rid of them all because he lived out in Plattsville, which is a tiny ass little
Dude,
farm
yo,
town.
hold up. No, that's where my grandparents live. The hog roast and all that shit. That's exact. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you know Plattsville, it's a fucking
I love
nothing
it.
town.
Don't even. I love
It's
it. It's my home.
it it
I grew up
has a
out there.
stoplight. It has a stoplight, but you can mostly consider it a
No, it
stop
doesn't.
sign town. It has one stop. It has one stoplight. We
No,
were right by it, right by that
no.
bridge
I'm
before you
telling.
get to the graveyard on the hill. That's a stop. That's a stoplight there.
Maybe way back then, but not anymore. I'm telling you, not
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. That
Say
surprised
I could say that. I should not. I shouldn't decree. You are
well, dead.
fucking 30 years old, and I'm only 23. So
Well,
there is a
it's a
difference
stop
there.
sign town then. It's a stop sign town
It
then.
is.
Across the street from our rehearsals place was this old dude named Goshi. He used to do a lot of meth, and he was funny to hang out around.
Did you ever know a
But
Mike or a
either
Deb
way,
out there?
I I got off subject there.
We did.
We made the armor, we got the weapons, and we got in the cage, and we would have like 3 to 5 minute rounds,
That's
just
awesome.
beating the shit out of each other. It was awesome. That was one of the things we did out there. We would drive the go kart, freaking golf carts around, all drunk, fucked up. We did a lot of fucked up shit out there.
I mean, I gotta say, for us growing up out here, like one of the best things that happened to us because, like, before all we could do was stay at a friend's house, play video games all night, and if we could, we could maybe sneak off, smoke a little bit of pot, but we could never, like, sit there and just smoke pot all damn night because I don't know, growing up in the country and with the small kind of community we had out here, it was so much different growing up in Sydney, and especially like with how the parents are, I should say, with how strict they are and just how around they were. We couldn't get away with it too much unless like the parents disappeared to go actually like do a concert thing, which was only one of our friends' parents that ever did that. And so And literally, we got caught the one time that we actually did it at their house because we took a fucking picture of. I'm not gonna say their names, but two of the guys were holding a bong. They took a picture together, and then somebody went and reported that at the school and got them in trouble. But I wasn't even
Fucking
there that night,
dipshit.
dude. For some reason, I left that day because it was the second night that they were all hanging out and staying over. But I left that day because I was like, nah, I feel like something bad's gonna happen tonight. And lo and behold, it did. But
And that's another thing in between our generations. I feel like I would have gotten in a lot more trouble if we had mobile snitches in our phone. Like,
oh yeah,
like
I mean,
that's
and
all
that yeah,
that's all that
exactly.
phone is a mobile snitch at that age.
Especially when
Like,
people were taking
if
pictures, and it was from then on there. Like we made the rule: no fucking taking pictures and uploading it. Like you can take a picture, but so help me God, if we see that thing on social media, we're gonna kick your ass. Especially if it's
yeah,
something illegal, like that will actually get us in trouble. But we finally got to camping. We had been hearing that a guy owned like a bunch of land on around us, and me and Noah one day, one of the guys in the group, he and I were like, "Yo, let's go figure out who owns all this land where he lives." That sounds really creepy now that I say that out loud. But we finally like tracked down the house, and like it was like his daughter-in-law or sister-in-law or something like that. And she was like, "I'll call him, get a hold of him, and all this." And we finally got it all hooked up, and I got written permission for me and all my friends to camp on his property in the woods, which was, I would say, like 2 to 3 football fields away from a road and any house. So we could party it up, we could drink, we could smoke, we could walk away from the entire campsite and do whatever the hell we wanted to in the middle of the night, which did pretty often. We threw shit under train tracks. I got videos on my phone of us committing felonies, absolute felonies. I need to delete that now that I said those. But it's literally like those were probably like the top memories of growing up because even my own dad knew what we were up to, but he never stopped us because he would come out and like make sure that we were where we said we were, but he would never actually like interfere with what we were doing, no matter how hammered we were. Because one of the nights he came out, we were smashing this bottle of red velvet or Canadian velvet, something like that. It was Canadian velvet, I think is what the name was, and it was gone, and we're all blasted. We're yelling about how fucked up we are, obviously, because we're oh dude, we had to be like in freshman to 8th grade, and we're yelling about how hammered we are. My dad's out there in the woods, and so he starts like throwing rocks at trees and shit, and it's like freaking us out. And I look over, and like all of them are wondering what the hell's going on, and I'm like, yo, it's a really strong squirrel. He's banging a nut on that tree. He's trying to break it open. I've heard it. I've been hunting.
I know that's him.
So serious. And my buddy Alec called me out on it immediately. Yeah, Gabe, a strong fucking squirrel. Okay, at 1:03 at night.
They're nocturnal.
No, but it literally was my dad was throwing rocks, and we all got up eventually to like go out and find what the hell was doing it. And like we have flashlights and everything. We never saw my dad. I shit you not. But he said apparently my buddy Noah, who I mentioned before, got so close he could have grabbed his ankle. And
So he was laying down,
dude, yeah,
obviously.
apparently,
Yeah, he got down in that bush,
dude,
and you
it's
guys
one of
were
those
too
ones though.
drunk
I
to
wish
look
he would have
down.
grabbed his ankle. I wish he would have grabbed his ankle. That would have made for an even better story. Like, do you guys remember that time that Noah shit his pants because my dad grabbed his leg in the fucking woods? like, like Noah was like, he would have caught a boot to the mouth. I was like, no, you would have screamed. You would have screamed like a bitch. We were like 8th grade, freshman year, hammered for like out of our minds. No, you would have screamed like a bitch. Every one of us would have.
It was 50-50, but I think it would have ruined the vibe more if your dad would have done it, because then you guys would have been on edge if like, is your dad still hanging out in the woods? Like,
Well, to be honest though, like we did learn eventually he was coming after us, or that's horrible wording, coming out to see to make sure where we
check on you.
were. because we had multiple
Yeah, check on
campsites,
you.
I should say, and add to. We had campsite A,
Yeah,
which
but
was by the river, way down from all those houses. We had campsite B, which is right under a bridge. Campsite C, which is across from a fucking camp,
but
like
if
an
it's
actual
at
camping.
nighttime and you build a fire, that shit don't matter.
Well, we just had different campsites, and he thought we were at campsite D, which is on the Erie Canal Trail, and that was the night he broke his thumb. And we were actually at campsite B, which was the one under the bridge. And it was Friday the 13th. I remember that because I got my permit that day. And we were debating if it was more considerate to shit in someone's washer or their dryer. And that was when Kevin Hazlett looked up. Oh my god, I gotta bleep that. But that was when he looked up and he was like, "Guys, there's someone on the bridge." And I half jokingly was just like, "Dad?" And he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Dad?" Like kind of like half shit myself because I'm like, "Oh my god, it really is."
I would have
And
said that was a joke, motherfucker.
no, but he was like, he was pretty hammered. Like every one of us fucking noticed it. And from then on, we all kind of knew like my dad might be watching us. So I don't know, like it kind of did start affecting the camping trips, I think. But I also
Yeah,
did like
because you
know that
guys
he didn't
you
care.
guys did all that work to get out there away from them, and there's one of them.
But I gotta give him that credit though. He never stopped
Not
us.
just,
I mean, literally, he heard us talking about how drunk we were and yelling about the fucking bottle and how much each one of us drank from the bottle. And he didn't walk up there and be like, "Gabe, come home. You're in trouble. You're grounded." That's a
yeah,
good
which would
fucking
have
dad.
definitely ruined the vibe.
That's a good dad.
I mean, if you have a child out in the middle of nowhere with a whole bunch of
He
other
made sure we
children,
were safe.
you're gonna have to realize they're gonna make their own fun eventually, and it's
But I
gonna be the
mean,
same shit that
yeah,
y'all did.
exactly. And he made sure that we were safe at the end of the day. That's all he was doing. Just making sure that we
Yeah,
were where we were. And I couldn't hate him for that at the end of the day. If I was a parent, I'd wonder that too. Like, my son says he's out in the middle of the woods. That is a little weird sounding for this day and age.
uh,
Especially, that's my feeling too. For this day and age, for how often we did it too, because it was. We would go camping
not to
like
be sexist,
as
but
much
if
as we
my
could.
son was going out in the middle of the woods with all of his friends,
I
I'm
think that
hoping
he
that
was sneaking off
he's
to some party, to be real. I think that he was probably sneaking off to some party or sneaking off to, hang out with some chicks or some kind of. I would.
either way. I'm just proud that he's getting out there. My daughter, on the other hand, I'm gonna be checking up on.
I
My
get that.
son, boys would be boys. Boys are allowed to be wild. Go out there and get crazy. Because I know I'm gonna steal on my boy. If you're gonna be stupid, be fucking smart about it. And if you're gonna
That's
get
exactly what
arrested,
my dad taught me.
don't call me. Because that's what my parents told me. If you get arrested, don't call me. Don't waste your phone call on me. You're
Yeah, I'm
just
not
gonna have
paying
to
the
figure
fucking
it out.
bond, buddy. You did that to yourself.
You're just gonna have to figure it out, okay? And that really got instilled in me. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to figure it out. So if I get in trouble, figure it out. You know what? I'm just gonna try to avoid it as much as possible. I'm gonna graze up against it, but I'm gonna try to avoid it as much as possible. Like I
So,
still did dangerous shit, but I was smart about it. Smart about being stupid. Like my
that's
parents
really like
said.
that's exactly what my dad taught me. Like the exact like the words was that like Gabe, if you're gonna do anything in life, you gotta be smart about being stupid. Like, don't you ever walk into a situation and just be like, oh well, fuck it. Like, be a little bit smart about being stupid, at least. Like one of the biggest ones too was like if you're walking around with weed. If you have your big ass sack of weed at home, you don't need to take that big ass sack of weed with you wherever you go. You just need to take a little bit of it. Otherwise, you
Unless you
catch a bigger charge when you're caught when it was illegal in Ohio. And if you lose it, you lost all of it.
unless you got two big sacks of weed.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, it was that kind of essential thing. Like, be smart about being stupid.
Uh, like like I used to sell weed when Reggie was a thing, but Reggie's not a thing no more. And
Oh, man.
I used to buy Reggie by quarter pounds. So
I remember back, because literally it was like Reggie ended right about, I would say, the
I'm su-
second year to third year
I'm
I started
honestly
smoking.
surprised you even know about Reggie.
Oh, I know about it. I know about Reggie that was purple, even.
Yeah, that was towards the end of it. That was right at the tail end of Reggie.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
mean. That's what I mean.
I
Like I
sold the
was
shit
at
out
the
of
end
Purple
of it.
Reggie, dude. I sold
And
the
that was,
shit out of
dude.
Purple
No, what
Reggie.
really got us was there was one time we went to the guy near us, and this guy was awesome. We'd go to the guy with like 250 in quarters, and he would give us a nug like this big.
Yep, sounds about right.
He was awesome, but it wasn't Reggie. No, I would say that he was not selling Reggie all the time. But at this one point, he had a girlfriend who couldn't smoke really good weed, so he bought Reggie for her. And one day we went there, and I bought. I want to say I think it was like a 10 sack, but I want to say it was a 20 because I don't know. It was in that range. I was a kid. I had no more than 20. I can say that at most. But I want to say it was a 10 because we smoked all of it in like one night. And after we got done
Definitely.
smoking it, me and Alec looked at each other and we were like, dude, I'm not high. Are you? And like, we weren't even trying to act high either. You know what I mean? Like how sometimes you kind of get the placebo effect a little bit. Like, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't even that. Like, we were both just like looking at each other. Like, we just smoked a fucking cigarette. We've been smoking for 10 years. Like, and
Yeah,
he
there
really
was
did.
some.
That was actually some dope shit. I don't mean to interrupt you. Some dope shit though was he actually told us about it before we even called him out on it. The next time we went over to buy some weed, he was like, "Hey, last time I gave you some bud, I think I gave you some out of my girlfriend's sack, and it wasn't that strong." And I was like, "I think you did." And he was like, "All right then," because I told him like we smoked a lot, and we didn't feel very high. And he's like, "All right then, I definitely did." And he gave us, the 10 sack for free of the next shit that was pretty decent. So I was like, "That's a good dealer, damn," for being first time smokers and that he could have easily just ripped off.
Yeah. How about this one shit called Chernobyl one time, and the buzz was literally only 10 minutes, and then it would drop you like a techno song.
Chernobyl lasted longer than 10 minutes, that's for sure.
I know, but like it was, it was the most annoying pot I ever had. I could not get rid of it fast enough. I'm like, I would like talk it up. People would buy it, and as soon as they would buy it, I would say sorry, take the money, and run.
I would say the most annoying pot that I had. I can't name the strain. I can't name even who I got it from. I just remember it because no matter how deeply and how hard I packed the bowl, it would smoke in like 3 to 4 fucking hits. It'd be gone entirely. So I
And
had to just
I,
keep packing
yeah,
bowls if I just wanted to keep smoking, like all the time. It wouldn't just be one of those like nice lasting ones.
yeah, I had shit like that before that would burn up quick. A lot of Reggie would burn up quick because it would be so damn dry.
Well, dry and then years old, even especially. So, do
Uh,
you got the next
uh,
question, or
most
I can throw out another one?
you can throw it up. I gotta look.
All right, this one's a little out of nowhere, but if you could pick which state to live in, and which would it be? And it'd be like instantly too. Like you don't have to worry about how much it would cost you to move there, or what I mean, like just what kind of normal thing. Like just like everything is taken care of, and the moving is free. Where you want to go? Which state you want to live in?
See, I thought about this when I was actually moving, and I thought about Atlanta for a little bit.
That's a city, not a state.
Well,
I'm
guy,
sorry, I'm an
Georgia
asshole.
and Atlanta specifically.
I'm
There, you
sorry.
asshole.
I'd be the asshole.
I thought about Georgia and Atlanta specifically, the ATL. I really thought about that because I was watching a bunch of vlogs and like other shit, and I'm like, you know what? It's not looking too bad. But then I started thinking, I'm like, as a kid, I wouldn't ease into the pool. I would just jump into the deep end and just get that shock over with.
Yeah,
And I
makes sense.
always wanted to go to Iceland. Why not just live in Iceland? So
Weed's not legal.
I would just totally live there. And I don't think that would be a totally bad thing. If I'm the only thing that they don't have to look at their dating app to make sure they're not fucking their cousin, fuck weed. I got endless pussy.
Just move to like a state that's closer to it, so the flights are cheaper, or even
A
you get a
state that's
ferry.
close to Iceland. A
Yeah,
state that is
Maine.
close to Iceland. You wanted you
What
called
what
me
what's
out
the top one?
for
It's Maine, right?
you said Yeah, is that a state?
Yeah,
You son of a bitch.
Maine's a state. You can move there, and then you can fly over for cheaper. Take the ferry.
I thought you said Spain.
No, how fucking dumb do you think I am? Like I know I'm stupid, but Jesus. So yeah, man, Spain. That's like one of our top damn states.
Yeah, it's where the founder was born.
George Washington always said that he loved eating Spain out every damn night.
Where the fuck are my topics?
I don't know, but if I could
There
pick a
they are.
state, and it was difficult for me to pick, it still is, honestly.
Yeah, I've got
But
nothing good in here.
I was honestly thinking about it'd have to be Tennessee. I love the Tennessee area. But not only that, I guess I could say not just Tennessee, like it could even be like Georgia. It's that type of area. The people in that area, I feel like, from like
So we just
Tennessee to
both
Georgia to
agreed on the
South
deep
Carolina.
south.
That's what I'm
We
saying
both
though.
slightly agreed on the deep south.
We did. That because it is like I feel like the people in those areas are just so damn nice. Like every time, like it's not even just because of the tourism in those areas. It's just how they are. Like they just treat you with such like decency. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Up here, you don't get that. People just look at you like you're fucking insane because you're about to buy Crocs at Walmart. Like, which
Yeah.
I've never done that. That was a random ass like statement on top of my head, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like, I don't know. I feel like people
Yeah.
up here are just so judgmental automatically about people.
Not here. In that tiny ass town, yeah. But not here in Columbus.
Yeah, if this tiny ass town saw me now wearing this helmet, these glasses, this hoodie, they'd piss
Like,
their
dude,
pants in fear.
when I was in Cincinnati just the other night, I full on seen a crack ass lady full on having a conversation with a trash can.
Hey, maybe it stole something.
It was the most magical thing I've seen in a long time. I was enamored. I could not like look away. Like she wasn't pretty at all. I just
Yeah, she was a
at first
crack
I thought
lady.
there was like somebody like sloped up against the wall, sitting like on the
Oh, I missed the
sidewalk,
throw.
leaned
I got it
against the
though.
wall, just kind of like behind the bench. But I wasn't seeing no shadow, no feet prints. Like I was at the perfect angle. I could see all that area. Like I wasn't seeing nobody nowhere. So like I'm like, she's got to be having a conversation with that trash can. And like I guess the trash can was making some good points because she would like tap her nose every once in a while, like on the nose
I hate that
trash
you said
can.
that
Like
as I had an
you
itch on my
nailed
nose. You
it.
son of a bitch. Literally, I had an itch on the inside of my left nostril as you're like, you start tapping her nose. Like,
But to be fair, you're all tiny in my corner right now because I'm looking at my notes and there ain't nothing good in here.
alrighty,
So
I got another
we
one.
might just
This
have
is
to
another
stick with
complete
yours.
out of nowhere. What is your favorite kind of cut of meat, or even like what's your favorite meat? Like, 'cause I was gonna say like for me, like my favorite cut of meat is honestly just a
I
London
feel like
broil,
we talked about this one before.
a non-podcast.
I feel like we have like this feels recent, but none of them has been posted, so I guess it don't matter. What the fuck? How did you do that?
Well, I mean, I just kind of had some London broil one night and I was thinking about it. I was like,
No,
what's my favorite cut of meat? And I had to think it was really that. You throw some seasoned salt all over it, and then you just
no.
throw a good old dab of
Damn.
dill on one side, and you broil that bitch on high for about 6 minutes to 7 minutes on each side. Man, it's such perfection. My God.
I was listening, but no, I just now noticed that
Oh,
wait,
you weren't even
hmm.
talking to me when you said that?
You see that toy? It's just standing straight up and down, and I did not put it that way. So that means that little fucker did it. How'd he put that toy like that?
Wait, let me see Seeger. Seeger, see me. Seeger, look at me.
He can't
Seeger.
hear you.
Okay,
He
well, put me
cannot
in
hear
front of
you.
him. Put me in front of him. Let's see if he gets mad. Hey, Seeger. Seeger.
Hey, look at Gabe. He don't care.
He's not barking. I'll take that as a win.
I don't think he's looking at you at all.
I'm still taking it as a win, damn it.
You take it as a win. Now you're gonna block the camera. Hi.
Go ahead and block his ugly mug, Seeger. You're beautiful.
He had his third one
Oh,
last
no.
Saturday. Yeah. But this one was really good. Like he was fighting it off like hard. Like he did not like go into it. Like he was conscious the entire time. Like I was able to maintain eye contact and I could tell that the lights were still on.
You have a medication for him, right?
Yeah, I struggled with it. That was a big fuck up this time around because I didn't realize there was a tiny little black cap on it. So I'm trying to get the fucking little guard on. I couldn't get the guard on. I'm like, why can't I get this fucking guard on? So I don't shove it all the way up his nose, you know?
I'll be real. Hit up my uncle, Jason, because his dog Lou had seizures for a long time, and he would give him pills and shit. Like honestly, he might know a little bit, or at
My
least he might be
vet
able to tell you like
is
what he was given.
my vet is very well versed in seizures. She told me all of her
All right,
credentials. So
I don't want to sound like
we're
that
we're
guy, but you know what I
we're in
mean.
very well capable hands down here. She's been in the trade for 30 years and she's specialized in seizures. So
All right, well, I don't want to sound like other guys like, well, my uncle knows better than her. I was just
she actively goes to
that's the only person
conferences.
I know that has a dog that has seizures. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't want to be that's the only thing I
She
knew about it.
she actively goes to conferences, so she's getting updated on the medical field.
Oh,
So
that's
she's not
awesome.
just like, yeah. So
She's not one of
I'm in
those
very well.
stuck in her
I'm,
ways or whatever.
yeah, I'm in very well capable hands with
That's awesome because
this.
that is a big problem. Like
So
people don't understand it. Like animal health is just like our health. It's still evolving. We're still learning more and more.
yeah, they used to think blood was blue in the body until it came out.
Well, it is because of
No,
oxygen.
it is. No, it is not.
We're not getting into an argument on fucking recording here. We're gonna skip past this one.
It is not. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave it to
Look
the
it up.
people in the comments. Is blood blue or is it red in the body? It is up to you, not
It's always.
scientists. It's up to you. The scientists are wrong. The internet is stupid. So is that guy over there. There.
I love how I instantly found one. Thousands of things in the medical field. And the first thing I say is the one that you're like, nope, no, don't you dare ruin this one, you asshole. You son of a bitch. You ruined too many things from my childhood already. Blood is blue in the body. I'm just like those trilobites that are dinosaurs, okay?
Hey! I just dropped my fucking headset on my fucking glasses.
Is that the point you're trying to make?
I guess, yeah, you fucking proved it, didn't you? You prick.
Your point was just, hey, you remember when I called you a Lumineer?
You remember when I shot everybody I loved?
I just thought about that the other day when I called you a Lumineer and you're like, I don't know what that is. And I played the song. You're like, I like this song, motherfucker.
No, okay, what got me was, and what I hate now even more is that my dad listens to the Lumineers all the fucking time. Like, dude, I think I might have broke the fucking helmet. Oh god. She might be done for, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, I might ruin the audio there for a few minutes. I'm sorry.
This goes back to me ruining stuff from your childhood. You son
Guy's an
of a
asshole.
bitch. You son of a bitch. You stop it. I'm tired of your shit, Smitty.
I am tired of your shit, Smitty. Here I am, trying to record and do this podcast with you, and you're shitting all my memory of things. Why
You're the
is this
one that
not
wants to
working?
die on blue blood. On the blue blood hill.
You're damn right. That's why it's not working. I wasn't sliding it backwards. Duh.
Gabe.
What?
Yeah. It's just funny.
Ooh! I got
Ooh.
the embarrassing story of the week. Here we go. You ready for this one? Tighten in. Buckle up. This is a big one. Unlike my
Big
pecker.
one. Big news. Big noise. Kibble
Extra,
sound
extra!
dropping
Read
in the
all
bowl.
about it!
Big noise.
So, when I was about, I want to say, I can't tell you how old because my mind is lost and broken and age is a fucking mystery to me when I was a kid.
Let's go approximately. Just do like the gender where
Four
you're
to
like a
four to
youth,
five,
where you
yeah, 4 to 6.
a youth,
I
an
was a youth.
intermediate,
I was
a
an
teen.
I was a young youth.
Yeah.
Memories first forming, I should say. And so when my father was an MMA fighter and a boxer, he went up to this gym. I don't know where exactly it was. I want to say Bell Fountain, but I don't think he went that far to work out at a damn gym. Um,
Adolescence. That's the one I was thinking of. Youth, adolescence, teenager.
but they all did the thing. They all worked out. They all did, like whatever they did. And Dad was all done, and we were all back in the locker room. And so Dad and them get ready for the showers. Every man in that locker room drop their pants, drop their underwear. Not me. I was in fear. I was lost. I was looking at my dad like, what? Huh? What?
What'd you get me into?
Why? And I'm not even shitting you. Like, I was so young that this one guy looked at me. Wasn't my dad, just a random dude. My dad, I don't even think knows this guy's name. And he's like, hey, buddy, you don't have to worry about being the smallest one in there, if you know what I mean. And apparently, after I said that, and I don't remember this part, my dad says that I threw my fucking pants down so fast that it was like immaculate. Like, it was like everything, like, I was ready for the shower. And that might
You
have
know,
been my first gay memory. I mean, what?
I do slightly believe that story for how impressionable you are. So
Oh, no, that is a real memory. That's 100% a real
yeah,
story. I don't
yeah.
remember
I def-
90% of it. My dad has talked about it so much. And the fact that he said that I threw my pants down so fast after the one guy was like, don't worry about having the smallest dick in the room, basically.
yeah.
I was like, all right. Like,
I'm accepted.
fucking bring it on.
Yeah. At least by this dude and my dad. So
But the more I look
I
back to
mean
that,
that
it's just like a crazy story to think about. Like, so many kids don't experience that.
yeah.
It's probably why I fucking
Uh,
repressed it.
yeah, I don't have anything good in my topics. It's all trash.
You got into, okay, ladies and gentlemen, without his consent, Smitty's first ever truly embarrassing story. Go, Smitty. Come on.
Uh, embarrassing. When I was fat,
Ooh, yeah, our viewers don't know that at all.
that whole time. That whole time when I was fat, that was highly embarrassing. Just existing. uh,
Woo! That's the realest testament I ever fucking heard, America. You hear that?
um,
That
I
was
would
probably
say
so
towards the
insensitive. I am
tail end
so
of it,
sorry.
I was in bands for about a good year and a half at that point, and I was starting to lose it a little bit, but I was still pretty chunky, and I got this really hot girlfriend.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's just call her Kins, and we were just starting to we were in the talking phase. Technically, realistically, we were just in the talking phase, but we were technically dating. But it was one of those young relationships. You just say, "Hey, you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend?"
Yeah,
But
I
you
know
don't
exactly
know
what you're talking
shit about
about.
each other.
Yeah.
So we were realistically in the talking phase, but we formed a relationship to make the talking phase easy.
Isn't
So,
that so dumb? Like, how, like,
and
honestly, like,
we were
wasn't
what?
it easier when we were kids to do that kind of shit, though? Like, just form a relationship instead of just being like, oh, I really need to make sure this, like, God, I almost want to go back to that age.
Yeah,
Damn,
because
for forming
yeah,
relationships.
yeah, because now every bitch thinks they're wasting time and a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Instead of just
But
being
either
like, I
way,
automatically want to
it was
commit myself.
about like
Even me, not just women.
11. Nah, it was probably about like 12, 1, 12 at night, 1 in the morning. We were walking around with another couple that we knew mutually. Like I knew the guy and she knew the girl. I also knew the girl, but I knew both of them and she knew only really knew the girl. So like it was a mutual thing. And
Mutual, mutual, mutual.
it was about like February, I want to say. Um, it was a nice snow, but not a heavy snow. And Sydney's always pretty good with salting. So all like the major roads were clear, but like the like sidewalks and alleyways were still kind of fucked up, that
Yeah, I
time.
think I know what you mean. Because that's just how they were. They never hit the alleys and sidewalks.
Yeah, it's around that time. Like everything's nice and kind of melty, but there's still nice little slick spots.
It's the slick spots and the slush. Gosh.
Yeah. And so, my I want to say I was 180 pounds at this point. Is walking with this tall, blonde. She's all maybe 120 pounds, soaking wet, like, like. And this other couple were walking, and we just left the Clark, and we got some beer because Clark always sells, and
Yeah, I'm living fucking
we're
proof.
yeah, and then so we're walking back to, I get yeah, we're walking back to the other couple's houses, the girls, but behind it, so we could drink the beer. And hit this alley, and my one leg. Hold on, I should make sure I see myself in the camera here.
You're good. I still see you.
I don't see myself, so I can't really dictate. Hold on, it's
I
loading
see you.
up.
It's on my camera and recording, so don't worry about it.
Well, my one leg, like I'm walking, and my one leg goes like this, and my other leg just collapses underneath me. I do like this Elvis split,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I'm also at this angle because it was like one of those
I call that the
alley
slide
driveways.
split because like it's like a split that you do, but you slide into it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. I slid into this position at 180 pounds.
Not fun. Wait, you just say you're
And
180 fat?
yeah, at
Fuck
my
you.
size, dude, at my size. Yeah, I don't carry it well at my height. You're like a tree taller than me, dude.
I am not a tree taller. I am only 6'1".
Yeah, that's like a tree taller to me.
You're like 5 foot fucking 10, 5 foot
Nothing.
11.
No, I'm like 5'9", bro.
Bullshit. Sound off like you got a pair.
I'm not a tall dude. I'm just ripped now. I'm short and ripped.
I'm
I'm
not even
very
ripped. I
scared.
just started working out Monday. And this is Wednesday. Today actually is my skip day.
Like me and like I'm only a head taller than Dougie.
Can you teach me how to? Sorry, what?
Like you know how tall Dougie is. I'm only a head taller than him. Like where his head is, that's where my shoulders are.
Yeah, I've realized that I'm basically just the taller Dougie around the shop. I got my hair pulled
Yeah.
back in the ponytail and I always reek like pot.
I mean, if that's all you classify Dougie as, then yeah. But
I
I
mean,
classify him as way more.
well, I do too, but like it's like one of those like kind of half things. Like, man, me and Dougie just kind of both always reek like pot, or ponytail back. We're always kind of like, if you see us walking through, you can tell we are definitely baked out of our mind.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm only a head taller than him.
So that makes me like 2 heads taller. I don't know. That don't feel right.
Long at first.
I don't know. That doesn't feel right to me. But it might be. I don't know. I'm really bad at judging anything, to be honest. Like I can't tell you. Like they'll be like, "How long is this gonna take you?" I'll be like, I'd say, man, like an hour and a half. 25 minutes later, I'm done with it, and I'm like, damn, my bad, Hoss.
I mean, that's how I would do shit, and then they called me lazy afterwards.
Well, I'll also do that
So
though too. Though I'll say an hour and a half, and it'll be like 3 hours later. You're like, Gabe, what's going on? I'm like, I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. The helmet just fell forward on me. I didn't realize it was hell. It gave me a workload that was meant for multiples, but I am singular.
eventually, I got tired of answering that question. I'm like, I don't know. Get me a timesheet, and then we'll know.
I'll be real, actually. I did that. I recently have been going in and been like, give me a damn list so that I know what is exactly needed for me to do this, like today, in the exact order, even. And it has been awesome. I no longer have to
Plex
think.
tells you that. That's why I like Plex. Plex told you that.
Nah, I mean, it does, but it also like just puts them in numerical order. And so,
Yeah,
like,
but you go by from the latest one.
yeah, but I can also just get this sheet of paper, right? And the sheet of paper has like from the top one down. The top one is the most needed. Second one
You,
is the second most needed. And it just goes
you
top
just
down.
think
The
this
job
sheet of
number.
paper exists?
Yeah, it does. It's
You,
amazing
you,
because I'm old school. As young as I am, I hate relying on this technology shit all the time to do my job. It makes my
I'm
job
asking,
slower.
how do you get this piece of paper?
I just walk up and I'm like, "Hey yo, you got my schedule for the day?" And Jeremy's like,
That,
"Here you go." And I'm like,
that's what I'm
"Awesome."
saying. Someone is making this piece of paper for you while there is information already provided for you to make your own schedule.
Yeah, but this person also, I'm not going to name their name and I'm not going to say anything, but you know who I'm talking about, fucked their way to a shitty middle job where they get to sit there and just not do much at all. And now that person in which they fucked, got them a position, got fired, is gone, it's only a matter of time for that person to realize that they're useless and gets fired. And then
It's
I'm
been
going to have
like
a pretty
two
good
years,
handle.
bro.
But they were also gone on pregnancy leave for 9 months. They were gone for almost a damn year because they had a child.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. She did have a what, the fourth one?
Yeah, so you gotta remember that. And I'll say this for the last month, She's been late 2 days, and we recently changed our attendance policy and our points policy. You now get fired at 8 points.
Yeah,
And
let's
she
see
was
how
late two
punctual they'll
days
be on that.
this month. So that means that she's got 2 points at least
Yeah,
already.
let's see
And
how
that's at
punctual
least
they
because
stay
there's
on
been
that.
other things before they switched it and all that stuff. I don't know exactly what she would be at, but I'm at the point where I'm like, she doesn't work very much. She doesn't do very much. And her attendance is not the greatest. So if it comes down to having to fire somebody, I'm pretty sure that she would probably be one of the first ones that they would consider, especially from the office assets from the out the door.
Yeah,
Especially when it
tends
comes down
to.
to a if they were to ever ask people on the floor what they see her doing all the time, she's on her phone 90% of the time, just looking down like this.
Yeah, she's on TikTok. She, she's on TikTok scrolling. That's all she fucking does.
my helmet and my glasses fell off.
So all she's doing is scrolling on TikTok.
And so yeah, it's one of those like it's taught me now and ever behold, if you are a blue collar worker, listen to this knowledge that I'm about to lay upon you. I may be only 23, but my father is a plant manager, and I finally asked him what it took to become a leader in our shop. It's this: stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Focus on yourself and focus on what you can do to get the most done. Whether it's the hardest jobs, the longest setups, the most bullshit you have to do with it, do them. Those are the things that prove that you are the most essential worker, that you are the leader, that you are the one that will go out there and do what needs to be done, not bitch about it, and not sit there and be the one that lags behind. And that's the mentality I've been trying to adopt and trying to become a better blue collar worker. Because after all, what we're doing here may never work. We may only get, 300 followers that enjoy what we do. And I'll keep doing it for them, to be honest, even if I have to keep on working. Because I enjoy this. We're having a great time doing this, catching up, having fun, talking about ideals.
Yeah,
I'll keep
I
on doing this
mean,
no matter what.
yeah.
Like,
I
it's
mean, I
that.
don't know how else I would stay in contact with you otherwise. You don't like to answer phone calls.
I don't. But this is more in person to me. Like, we're actually able to, like, see each other and talk in a more real way.
Yeah,
So, like, that's what it is. Like, especially when it comes down to your blue collar job, especially anybody out there, just do that. Focus on you. Do the best that you can and ignore everybody else. And do not complain about them to the supervisor or whatever, because then you look like the snitch bitch and you get annoying eventually.
all right. The POV is probably going to change a little bit. Just to let you know, because I don't feel like doing one of these, yo, when I'm out walking my dog right now. So,
Oh, well, we're at 53 minutes, so we can go ahead and call the podcast in about 7 minutes instead of
no,
an hour.
no, you're just going to get a quick walk around my apartment complex because
Woo!
my pouch had my pouch has a pouch that I can put you in, man.
Oh, you
And
hear that? We're going to
you
Smitty's
get
pouch. Me and every
yeah,
one of you.
you're
It's
going Joey
beautiful.
mode, and you're just going to get a POV of walking a dog in Columbus. What it's like a day in the walk. You know, like that one Facebook video I posted, just archiving a walk with my dog. Nothing to see here. Keep scrolling. It's been like a year ago.
I mean, you do what you gotta do. You
Yeah,
know?
I need to make another one of those. Especially now I can walk to rallies. I can freaking do like
Dude,
a
I'm so
soft lift
jealous of
with
that.
that.
I hate you. Don't even bring that up to me ever again. I'll punch you in the mouth if you ever bring that up to me again, and I see you the next time. Swear on it.
Well, you know, if you get your driver's license, you can come visit. We can get drunk and walk to rallies together.
I mean, I'ma do it eventually.
Oh man, did I just get away with bringing it up again?
Oh man, am I about to just quit the fucking podcast so I can go take a piss? Because I have drank like 5 beers in an hour.
Piss break sounds good.
It's
Three,
not.
two,
It's not
one,
beers.
go.
Even it's just tea. It's not piss break. It's the end of the podcast. Let's finish this. Let's do this,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's
He's doing it.
been. Thank you all for joining us. This has been the Stumblebums Podcast and Studio Bum Diggity. I've been your host, Schmittzilla. That's your other host, the Twisted G
Thug life,
motherfuckers.
motherfucker, forever. Slack jaw. Know it.
Word to my N words.
Whoa, not that far. I'm white. I'm white. I didn't say that.
It's a Bo Burnham
Taking it
joke
out
or
though.
something. It's one of the jokes.